After you're through, before you continue, you need to first to trim off the shorter weave and balance it. So the front part, you're going to hold it with the rubber band, or if you have an holding clip, you can use an holding clip. Take your scissors, then you start balancing. So before you start balancing very well, you need to cover your client properly, because the hair does stick on fabrics. So still you slant your scissors, pointing towards the direction the weave. So you need to rotate very well with the scissors. You don't hold it in the same direction as you're holding at the back. When you go to the side, you slant it towards the same direction. As you can see, it has started creating its own layers. So as you can see, we have the color 1, 900, color 1 again, 900, and then color 1. As we did in the previous video, you can see you trim your weave according to the direction the weave is heading. So this makes it easy for you when you're combing the weave. It will just lie well. But when you cut it in an opposite direction, when you comb the weave, it will have a different shape, which the client won't feel comfortable with it. So the ear part, we still do the same as we did in the previous video. You first comb the hair, then you take your scissors, bring the ear out, then you cut it according to how the shape of the ear is. The back of the scissors should be lying first on the client's skin, so that when you're cutting the weave, you won't be able to cut or by accidentally cut the client's skin. So you keep on trimming it to balance it. Now we're through with balancing the shorter weave. Now we are going to start balancing the longer weave, as you can see, which is in the front part. So first of all, we are going to flat iron it using a flat iron with a temperature of about 150. And the hair that you're going to flat iron is semi-human hair. Now we are going to flat iron the front part, but the first process is applying some moisturizer onto the long hair, which we are going to flat iron. So you make sure you've applied it very well, not too much of it, but as you've seen on the hands, just a little bit of it. Massage it properly into the hair until all the hair is set. You take your comb, make sure that you detangle some of the hairs which were tangled. So you take your comb, take a smaller section, of the long hair. The remaining section, you take the rubber band that you are using and hold it on the side. So first you straighten the hair. You take your flat iron. So first you straighten. You make sure that the hair is straight. Then now you make the curve almost toward the end, from the center towards the end of the weave. As you can see, the curves, the curls. As you're using the flat iron, you need to hold it properly into a horizontal way, which is far away from your fingers. The scalp, so that you may not injure the client or burn yourself. You continue. As you can see, also the texture has started changing. The one that we flat ironed is much smoother than the one that we've not flat ironed. Because you can say the curls are not coming out so well, so we need to add more temperature so that we can achieve a better texture and curls. So the portion that you take is not that big. So you curve it towards the outer side, not inwards, but you curve it outwards. You continue with the same procedure until you finish flat ironing the whole of the portion. Now we're through with flat ironing the front part, which is the longest section of the weave, which we told you it's semi-human hair. Now we're going to create a style that is going to be, we're going to comp it into a style. The final touch, it's what we're going to do. So you comp it all around. You make sure that it's in place. So you change your comb into the bigger toothed side, and you curve it toward the direction that the curls were being created. As you can see, yeah, you curl them. You continue until you get the required style that you want. With the longer strands, with the longer pieces that are protruding, you have to balance them using scissors so that the weave can be even. So you cut them off, the longer ones. Cut them off. at the edge, you comb it and trim to get an hairline which is so straight. The excess, you wipe them off. So with the picked side, the longer parts, you create a thin and a clear hairline, and we have a finished side band which is very thin. Any long one, we need to cut it off to leave it looking good. Now we're almost done. There are some clients or customers who do not want the hair, which is the longer hairline on their faces or near their eyes. They want it towards one side. So you have to comb it so that it may suit the client's needs. So you comb it towards one side. You comb it well. Now as you can see, it's on one side. It's away from the eye. And now we're done. Now we're done. As you can see, all round, it's all good. We do hope that you've learned how to weave a short weave, whereby you're going to use a flat iron to flat iron the front part. Thank you for watching the video.